Hi everyone, we're going to do another video about wireframes, and this one we're going to use the models that we are familiar with. This is a Bimini and this is a sprayhood. These are not completely done wireframes and you will see why. Well, maybe, some yes, some no. You will see for Bimini we have everything made out of fixed edges, which can be done like this. So we have our tubes. These are already seams that are correctly measured on the position where the seams needs to be. These are fixed edges, and the sides we also made as fixed edges. So if we run this, and yeah, we have this one. The excluded loop would be the bottom loop going all around here. So the bottom one would be the one that we do want to exclude. Let's try to run this, see what we have. Running on medium settings, full model, and we're getting already some result. Here you can notice that there is a gap, but if you increase the settings, you will get a much better result. So let's put it now to production just to see how it goes. And we wait a little bit longer because it's longer to process on high resolution. And now you can see the model coming out. And this is a decent Bimini. You will see a little bit of following also, settings as default. And here sides, this is pretty good. It would probably work as it is right now. The panels are out already. Yeah, so nothing wrong with this one. Let me just go to medium. And let's go with sprayhood. Let's try to run this wireframe and let's see what we have. So we have also the outer perimeters and tubes, everything set as fixed edges, and poof, we get the result, but we can notice the front is bulging out. And this is where assist lines come in. When we really look at this loop, it's a set of, it's going to be this just trace this outer edge, the black one here. This is a very difficult, this is kind of difficult surface to automatically do it correctly. So there's underlying algorithms that are trying to create this surface only out of these edges that are existing here. So when we have a bulge like that, this is because the underlying calculation is a little bit, off. It's not completely accurately reproducing the windshield of the spray hood that we want. So this is where we use assists, and it's just the name is saying we're using these lines to help the algorithm to create better surface. So if we just put it here, what we'll do essentially, we can put maybe one more here like that. So essentially what we're doing is we're splitting this big front loop into smaller loops. So this will become one loop, this will become one loop, this will become another, this will become another, and this will become another, but they will be treated as a single one when it comes to form finding and when it comes to what our output is going to be. So these are going to be like they're not even here, they're just helping us to create this front surface. And that's an assist line. So when we run this, you will see that there will be no bulge here. We'll get a nice front windshield. And there we go. You can see these details here. They're coming across, and this is again because we're running this on a low detail. If we run this on a production level, it will be much better. So yeah, these assist lines are only doing that. They're helping you create the better surface in the front. And you can use this in many cases. Here we go, it's coming out now. For example, here also, you will see that it's leaking out. So what you can do is put one assist line here and here. Let's see if that will work. You can just like help this make it a little bit more detailed. Get rid of that triangle in the corner. Let's try. And this means you can basically put these anywhere. It will happen sometimes on spray hoods. It happens on the roof as well. So what we do here, we go. And now you can see this kink here is almost gone completely. And this is pretty good. This is more than good enough for production, this result. Clear this. So yeah, you can put this also here like that. Nothing wrong with it. It will help just create the roof a little bit smoother. We don't need it right now, but just so you know that it's there. Okay, so back to spray hood. We'll do just one little detail here to show you how to do it better. We don't really need to use these because on spray hood, well, yeah, if you want to do spray hood in one piece, but where I'm from, we usually put zippers here. So I would use a seam here. I would use a seam here. You can also use cable. You will get exactly the same result. Let's see what we get now. Maybe I would move these a little bit inwards, but it's fine for our purposes right now. Oh, we're in the production level. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can see here that this is also getting too much inwards. Look at this. You need to visually inspect what you get, because on weird shapes like this, it will be a problem. It can be a problem. So what you need to do is, I'll just split this and put one assist here. Let's clear this. Maybe just split it in half. And if we run it, let's put it to faster processing. Here we go. This is going to be now a much better shape. Coming out is going to be all the pieces. But from my experience, what is better to do here, just like now, and since we're doing a spray hood, you can put a seam here and then stitch them together and then sew in the window. You'll get a little bit better shape of spray hood. Okay, so what else can we do here? We can try cranking up a little bit the form. And these two, we can put it as a cable. And this is going to be our wings. Let's put it high. All right, and now you can see there's some hollowing in the wings. They're acting as a shade sail. Here we're getting a lot of hollowing in this corner, but it is going to be like this when you apply a lot of tension. And I'm telling you, if you put a seam over here and then connect, like, let's change these two to seams. Oh, it's done. Okay. And yeah, you can see you're getting a cut here, and this is going to be a very curved cut. I overdid here. You wouldn't use this number for spray hood. You can use a bit higher, maybe 6.5, 7.5 is fine. And yeah, this is going to come out. This is going to come out curved. So what I would do is I would connect these two and then sew in the window. Cut out the material, and you basically get a panel with a built-in dart inside. And you would get this nice curvature. All right, so this concludes the simple wireframe using the spray hood and bimini as example, and the use of cyst lines. All right, I hope this is good enough for understanding, and please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos on the workflow, how actually to do work with this.